Welcome to Colin Lamb's Rock Trivia 10,000. In this quiz, I'm going to ask you 10 rock trivia questions. You will have 10 seconds to answer each question. Some of the questions will be hard, and some of the questions will be easy. Your mother, your family, your childhood dog, and all of your coworkers will know if you've cheated. After the questions, I will provide you the answers free of charge and with my personal guarantee. Round number 1. Here are 4 general rock trivia questions. Question number 1. This 30-year-old singer with a famous singing father drowned in the Mississippi River in 1997 while allegedly singing Led Zeppelin's Whole Lotta Love. Name the singer. Question number 2. Which Beatles' number 1 hit spent the longest time on the charts? Name the song. Question number 3. Pat Smear is best known for playing rhythm guitar for Foo Fighters and Nirvana. However, he was first known as a founding member of this late 70s LA punk band. Name the band. Question number 4. The song Woodstock from Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young's 1970 album Deja Vu was written by this artist who was unable to attend the 1960 festival due to a scheduling conflict. Name the artist. Round 2. Debauchery. Here are 3 questions about rock and roll debauchery. Question number 5. This drummer allegedly wet himself on a flight in 1974 and offered his first-class seat to a roadie and coach who said, "Gee, that's bloody nice of him." Name the drummer. Question number 6. These 2 rock stars allegedly once partook in a poolside competition which included snorting ants and drinking urine. Name the 2 rock stars. Question number 7. This guitarist claimed to have once snorted the ashes of his deceased father. Name the ash-snorting guitarist. Round 3. Name this riff. I'm going to play you a riff on the guitar, and you need to tell me the artist and song name. Round 4. Backwards round. Artists such as the Beatles and Led Zeppelin have been accused of hiding insidious messages in their recordings, which can only be revealed by playing the tracks backwards. I'm going to play you 20 seconds of a song backwards, and you need to tell me the song title and artist. If you hear any evil sentiment in the recording, I encourage you to stop smoking weed and get a job. Round 5. Obscure rock history. You probably won't be able to answer this question, but I want you to know that you still have value as a person. Probably to someone or something, somewhere, perhaps, maybe. Question 10. In 1974, this artist brought cocaine to Iggy Pop in rehab because, quote, "We thought we should bring him some drugs because he probably hadn't had any for days." Name the artist. Those were the questions. Now, here, as promised, are the answers. Question number 1. The 30-year-old singer with a famous singing father who drowned in the Mississippi River in 1997 while allegedly singing Led Zeppelin's Whole Lotta Love was Jeff Buckley. He apparently was drowned in the wake of a passing tugboat. Jeff was also the son of singer Tim Buckley, who sadly passed away from a drug overdose at the age of 28. Late night swimming and heroin, probably best avoided. Question number 2, which Beatles' number 1 hit spent the longest time on the charts? The answer is Hey Jude, which spent 19 weeks on the charts in 1969, including 9 weeks at number 1, which was a record they held for 9 years. Paul McCartney has said that he wrote the song to comfort John Lennon's oldest son, Julian Lennon, after John pieced out for some milk with Yoko Ono. Question number 3. Pat Smear is best known for playing rhythm guitar for the Foo Fighters and Nirvana. However, he was first known as a founding member of this late 70s LA punk band. That band was called The Germs, an apparently influential punk band that no one without a denim patch jacket and a history of pink eye has ever heard of. On another note, I personally feel that Pat Smear is the Forrest Gump of rock music. Imagine the calls he's gotten over the years. After Nirvana died, I got a call from David Grohl, so I went and became a rock star. Again. Question number 4. The song Woodstock from Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young's 1970 album Deja Vu was written by this artist who was unable to attend the 1969 festival due to a scheduling conflict. The artist who wrote Woodstock is Joni Mitchell, one of the greatest singer-songwriters of all time that I never listened to. Round 2, Debauchery. Question number 5. This drummer allegedly wet himself on a flight in 1997 and offered his first-class seat to a roadie and coach who said, "Gee, that's bloody nice of him." The drummer was John Bonham of Led Zeppelin. According to anecdotage.com, in the middle of a flight one day in 1974, the Led Zeppelin drummer John Bonham got drunk and lazy. So lazy that rather than pay a trip to the lavatory, he simply peed in his first-class seat. Sometime later, beginning to feel some wet regret, Bonham walked back to economy class and offered his seat to a roadie. "That's bloody nice of you," the unsuspecting man declared, heading towards the front of the plane. The story is also recounted in the Hammer of the Gods book written by Stephen Davis, which is a must-read if you're into Zeppelin rock music or rock biographies in general. On another occasion, according to the anecdotage.com article, Bonham grew annoyed with Jimmy Page's Japanese girlfriend and pooped in her purse. Now, I'm going to put this additional question out to you. Are these rock star moves or complete asshole moves or some combination of both? One time I got wasted at a party and used the host's roommate's electronic toothbrush after vomiting. Now, I'm not a rock star, of course, and I was sternly encouraged to leave. Question number 6. These two rock stars allegedly partook in a poolside competition which included snorting ants and drinking urine. Those rock stars are, of course, Nikki Sixx and Ozzy Osbourne. One of those men is the father of metal, and the other chugged iced tea on stage in platform shoes and makeup for some time in the 80s. Who do you think won that competition? You can read about that story and more in the Motley Crue biography, The Dirt, which I also highly recommend reading. Question number 7. The guitarist who once claimed to have snorted the ashes of his deceased father was Keith Richards. According to an article in The Guardian, the veteran of tequila breakfasts and drug marathons described how he once sampled his father's ashes mixed with cocaine. Quote, "The strangest thing I've tried to snort? My father. I've snorted my father." Round 4, name this riff. The riff that I played was Green River by CCR, the southern rock band that was born in the bayous of middle-class Northern California. It's a tricky accent to pick out. Round 87, the backwards round. The song that I played for you was Paradise City by Guns N' Roses. Interesting note about this song, you can actually play the intro riff either with a top hat on or an empty bucket of chicken over your head. Either way, Axl Rose will sing it, but he will demand some of that delicious
greasy, finger-licking chicken spiced up with 80,000 spices of southern flavor whisked from the herb fields of Northern California and bayous, spiced from here to West Texas on a chicken donkey made of pork fried garbage sauteed on a bowl of onions that was handcrafted, occasionally.
Round 5 and the final round and final question was obscure rock history. In 1974, this artist brought cocaine to Iggy Pop in rehab because, quote, "we thought we should bring him some drugs because he probably hadn't had any for days." The artist was David Bowie. In a 2002 interview with Blender magazine, Bowie stated, quote, "we trooped into the hospital with a load of drugs for him. He wasn't well, that's all we knew. We thought we should bring him some drugs because probably he hadn't had any for days." What a friend. It's the thought that counts. What a friend, David Bowie. My God. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed the quiz, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And I would kind of think of it like David Bowie showing up for me in rehab with a giant bag of Peruvian marching powder. If you have any interesting questions you would like to submit for a future quiz, please send them to me via one of my social accounts. There's links to those at the end of this video. The next quiz should be up in about 2 weeks, unless it's not. And take very good care of yourselves. And remember, Stairway to Heaven does not suck. You've just heard it too many times, man. It's a great song.